Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. I'm so happy to be playing a run as the Ironclad, where we heal less after bosses, which is actually horrible, but making our way downtown, walking fast, stations past, and I'm homebound. We can't afford to lose this on this particular Ascension mode. 100 gold is fine. Choosing a card is fine. Obtaining a curse to transform 2 cards. It's always going to be good to transform. However, a curse could be terrible, and a curse kind of costs us like 75 gold, so I'm just going to choose... I'm going to choose an armaments. Now I'm like, find me the soonest campfire. Could be this one. I mean, these two are on the same level, but... yeah, this one allows... I see a path in front of us, and I like this path a lot. What is the path? Keep your deck as thin as possible, and then let armaments work for you. We should take 2 damage. I should have upgraded a strike. Anyway, I'm coming off this silent run, and the silent, I think I played, like, pretty badly. But, we made it about, well, almost all the way to the boss on the 2nd floor. Which is not, trust me, I'm not saying, like, oh, isn't he amazing? It's more like, it's bad, and I'm embarrassed, but, hey, it wasn't horrendous. It wasn't like we capitulated on the 1st floor, but... having some real problems. Dude, that's a textbook turn. You want me to just do a bash strike for lethal on every turn? I'm okay with that. I think I like bloodletting. You gotta be wary about stuff that costs you HP, but... oh, dude, even better, actually. Because if our deck stays thin, armaments is just gonna come around over and over. Can I let you curse me? We have a shop coming right up. Go for it, dude. Relic. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage. Lovely. We'll immediately remove this from our deck. But yeah, I like bloodletting. It doesn't compromise any relics like runic dodecahedron that gives you, energy if you have full HP. And we're always gonna love having the extra energy, I think. So, I kind of hate this, but... I think that's the optimal way to play this. First couple of weeks playing this game, and you're like, you don't have to tell us, you were bad. I know. And you're like, hey, but why are you talking as if you still aren't? And I'm like, whoa, Buster. It's overkill, but I'm still gonna do it. We definitely, the first few times we play this game, and by first few, I mean like the first 40, literally, would have bashed and struck and taken a lot of damage. I'm glad we're not doing that lifestyle anymore. This deck will totally work. What are the key enablers? Oh, dude, thank you so much. Searing Blow. Perfected Strike is weird, because I'm going to take it. We need some top end early, but I'm scared about it long term. But my thinking is, like, do I want 2? We might as well get 2 energy out of it, right? We don't have the card draw to necessarily make it work. And vulnerable is better, but it's 3 for every card. Well, let's see. Right now, it's going to deal 10 damage plus 6. So it's going to deal 16 damage for 2. Or we can make it deal 21 damage. Let's start there. But in the future, I'm probably going to wish that we went for bloodletting. I'm very happy to be fighting elites, I think, early, even if it is the Lagavulin. I think we pop on this turn, and the reason we do so is because... no. Hold up. I think we benefit, as much as I'd love to give him get him vulnerable, especially with Paper Frog. Why not get a free armaments play first, right? It's a pretty good turn. Like, it starts him 16 down. I was hoping for a bash. Oh, we actually got it. Definitely will play it. In a lot of situations, it's actually going to be like a legitimate no-brainer, I think, to play bloodletting now. Because if you get a block out of the 3 HP you spend, then it's already automatically worth, like, Jesus. It's automatically worth 2 HP. You know what I mean? Why not, right? What I mean by that is that, you know, we spend 3 HP, a block's gonna give us at least 5 block. So if you have no block, all you do is benefit. We probably could have played this slower and taken less damage, but I think it's a fool. Oh, you can no longer become weakened. Incredible. I think we skip him. I think it's a fool's gamble, a fool's errand to try to block through the Lagavulin, especially if he's vulnerable, and vulnerable is better than it usually is. Pen Nib can totally work. Why not try to just out-damage him, knowing we're gonna heal later? I hate you, but I'm gonna be a responsible adult and slow play you a little bit. I'll let you hit me for 2. Go for it. We're gonna use our regen potion on the next elite. The only reason we're on this path is because there's an elite coming up. Now you're dead if I can just draw Perfected Strike. You still are dead, but we didn't get it. It's fine. Doesn't really make sense to play a bloodletting here. So the whole reason we're going slow against this guy is because we want to take as little damage as possible to maximize our chances of getting a free relic against the elite. And actually, there is like a dream scenario here. But I don't think we can enable it. I'm just going to kill you. I hated it, but I was like, we can get really close to Pen Nib. Like, we could have our first attack be Pen Nib, but out of all these, I think you skip them. Even, I understand Brutality. Kind of plays into a combo deck for the Ironclad. I don't think we need it. And these guys, obviously, we just want to, like, go as quickly as possible. So, we'll armaments and upgrade everything, and then we'll get you 1 away from lethal. And I think I'm going to drink a regen potion. Dude, it's so... let me put it this way. I've said this a couple times. I think when I leave Ascension mode for Slay the Spire, for the time being, whenever, like, it's over, I'm gonna be so happy. And I should be, like, a lot better at the game as well, which is nice, but, this is just for damage. Nothing personnel, buddy. Because we definitely weren't doing it to make you vulnerable, but, I'm gonna be so much better at the game that it's gonna make my own head spin, and that's amazing. But I miss being able to be good at the silent, or as good as I ever was at the silent. Because right now, I'm like, the Ironclad runs just work. Sure, enemies do more damage. Poof, you're dead. It's my impression of a typical Ironclad run. Oh wow, elites are better. Wow, that's really dangerous, except for the fact that I hit you once and destroyed you for the rest of your natural life, you know? It just doesn't seem like it's that bad compared to the Silent, where it's like, the Silent is like arithmetic battles. You know, if I can get 1 extra poison done to you, then I can just crunch the numbers and be like, okay, well, you're dead in 20 turns. But, you know what, I'm gonna let you hit me for 1. Let's not be ridiculous. Losing a little bit of HP against a bunch of elites is not bad at all. No. No. Well, we add 2 days, we purge 4. Who's laughing now? Sentry, if that is your real name. Not too bad. Good relic, please. You had a good run with relics. Happy Flower is fine. I do think Inflame works. Doesn't meaningfully thicken the deck. I'm gonna go for Smithing just because it's working so far. And now I'm like, Bloodletting's pretty good, but I think we go Bloodletting even over Inflame, because remember, like, armaments can hit anything. What's it more valuable to hit? That's a good question. Dude. Okay, so I'm gonna level with you, like, of course armaments is a big part of this deck. I'm starting to think Clash is always good. I also think starting with 10 block is always good, and I think Singing Bowl is pretty good. But I genuinely, actually, for real think, we can't remove strikes, now that I think about it. I genuinely, actually, for real, think that Clash might just be, like, actually the best card in the game. Still gotta use your noggin, though. Because, like, we are gonna get hit here, but, I mean, it's a pretty good turn. It makes combat real simple. But then again, Clash does so much damage. That might not have been actually the right call. This will deal, it does 75% more. This will deal 10, 18 damage. It won't kill you. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll block, and then we'll strike you. And we got Pen Nib available. Man, that sucks, because I would much rather you just, like, died. But it is what it is. We're going to start with no Pen Nib. We don't have AoE, but it hasn't bitten us yet. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe we should rest, because we're about to look at the map here. We're fighting the Hexaghost. You know, let's go for broke, man. Let's go for broke. Inflame is basically an exhausted card, so I don't think we're going to heal to full. We probably heal like 50% of our HP is my guess, but we'll smoke him if we got him here. I'm gonna hit you. I love it because then, you know, it's pretty good. It means that strike is dealing 14 damage? No, 16 damage. Incredible. We have to play Bloodletting. After which point we'll play Inflame. After which point we'll play Defend. Perfected Strike is going to deal 50 damage. Clash is going to deal 33 damage. This is why I'm not too afraid of this guy right now. And that was his big turn. It was also our big turn, but... Throw in an armaments real quick. Honestly, I think we have the time to make this happen. So use a Defend. Why use a Defend? It's so simple. I want to use a Defend because we're not going to heal the max. Instead, I look at this, though, and I go, okay, 29 damage. That's good. We'll play a Defend. We have to play Bloodletting to play Clash. I'm going to do it. It's only 3 HP. Can I hit you? Hit you? Hit you? Oh! It's a shame I couldn't get a Bash off. Oh, we're going to get a burn, unfortunately. But Pen Nib, Bash... Sorry, if you were vulnerable, Pen Nib, many things would probably kill you. I honestly... think we just bash and strike, and then we just let ourselves win on the next turn instead of playing Bloodletting. Like, Bloodletting gets worse the more you have to play it, as weird as that sounds. That was very lucky, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to kill him, because Clash was unplayable. Absolutely, I'll throw a Bludgeon in here, and then... Jeez, this is bad. I never take it. I don't think it's any good, but you know, I'm coming around. It gave us the right card, Perfected Strike. 99 times out of 100, I take Astrolabe there, and yeah, it looks like we healed for half. We were at 36. We gained 40, and then added 5 max HP. Seems right. I think we should continue to be aggressive and fight as many elites as we can. We don't have many other cards we'd like to upgrade, so we're almost in a position where we're like, if we can skip campfires, even better. So it looked like Perfected Strike got worse. That's not the case. What actually happened is that was our unupgraded Perfected Strike. I'm an electric-centric guy. I'm unfortunately not your Perfected Strike. You guys like Judas Priest? Don't weaken me, please. That's just disrespectful. Plus, you can't do it. So, and I knew that. I just didn't want to tell you because I wanted to see if you knew it. You're dead. It just took a second for me to figure out why I knew that you were dead. Yeah. The more clashes, the merrier. It always works. And that's why, like... Oh, dude, absolutely. Get jaxed. That's why it shows up in every archetype. It's because it always works. Like, it works so well that I feel bad playing it, but it's so good. think we try one of these out now. And, it stinks a little. Because I think we have to slow play it. Like, we'll do an Inflame. And then by doing a Defend, that allows us to do Clash. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's the best of both worlds. But it at least allows us to deal some damage. But, yeah, these guys are really good. Because they take half damage and we don't have any crowd control. Like, you know, Cleaves would have been, or Whirlwinds would have been ideal here. But we at least put up some defense there. It's not great. We have Pen Nib. It's weird, but like, you're dealing 14 damage? Are you out of your freaking mind? Still feel like, just kill that guy. Knock him out. Oh my god, they're gonna deal 26 damage. That's crazy. If we were the Silent, we'd be dead. Thankfully, we're not the Silent, so we're actually in a dominant position. But yeah, these guys are very... We didn't have to play that at all. These guys are very good against, like, the exact deck that I'm offering here. Once we get past them, it's okay. I mean, we're still at half HP, but... And we're gonna have more than half when we heal, of course, but I just wish it didn't have to be like this, you know? We're gonna almost have Pen Nib ready for next time, so that's good. And I feel like I used to say I'm a believer in this deck, I'm not a believer in this deck. Now it's just like, if I am the Ironclad, I'm a believer. If I'm not the Ironclad, I'm not a believer. We really need to perform better here, because we have the Elite coming up and no guarantee that we're going to heal. Oh, or we could just get hit for 24 on the first freaking turn. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do this. First, it defends more. Secondly, it doesn't attack for as much, but it gets us straight to Pen Nib, so if we draw a Bludgeon, this dude's dead. What a genius. Okay. I did have to think twice about that, even though I did it instantly. Transform a card. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. I would have, in all honesty, rather taken the crab juice. But, like, now this thing's just a freaking waste, man. But we'll play it on turn 1, because we can. So exhaust this piece of garbage. Draw a card, okay? Give me some extra energy. So it actually ended up working out amazingly, and I feel like I'm the luckiest man on Earth. I still think it's mostly gonna be bad, but it did allow us to, like, playing that card allowed us to play all our powers and block for 15. So, I'm a happy man. This is an Elite, so to be in a very nice position feels excellent. And if we can get a killer relic, even better, man. You're gonna hit me for 30? It's like quite literally disrespectful. I guess I thought about the way to handle that, because like I'd really rather not get hit down to 9 HP. I'm sorry, Bludgeon. It's just not the right time for you. I hate it. Oh, please don't attack. Please summon some boys. Go get them, boys. Huh? Where are the boys? One of life's simple joys, I thought. Alright, we made it. I really thought we were going to make it without taking that much damage. Okay. Mummified Hand. does make things pretty cheap. There was a lot to like there. I mean, we could still eat it. I'm not sure if that's obvious here, but we could definitely eat it. I want to see if I get bloodletting. I did not. So I think... Bludgeon's only 32 damage. It's not bad, obviously, but I think you played Defend, Perfected Strike, Clash, and then hope that he dies next turn. It's 41 damage. It's like actually no freaking joke. Well, we're not dying this turn. Thankfully, it did lower the price of it, which is exactly what I was asking for. Now, I think it's got to be something like... but we don't really want to play Bloodletting. So we'll play Inflame and hope that it makes Dark Embrace free. He's done it. And amazingly, we're not dead. We're not looking very strong. Oh, you're going to hit me for 20, huh? I don't really have anything I can do about that. Unless I can just kill you. So I think it's got to be like a... I think I got to use Jax, even though it hurts me. We drew a Clash. So play a Defend. Dual wield a Clash. We're still going to die. But I'm going to go out in style. Good friggin' lord. Dude. Who wanted to add Ascension mode to this game? What's some my 40% win rate in the normal mode wasn't enough for you? Okay, we know what we're going to do. We're going to do a regular silent run, and we can maybe have some fun with. Lose all gold, remove 2 cards. Get 100 gold, remove a card. Jeez, well, that's it's like a circle you could draw here. $100 gold to remove 2 cards is really good. 99 gold. We took 2 strikes because I'm a crazy man right now. And then we want to hit as much combat with as few elites as possible, I think. But man, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm getting disillusioned with Slay the Spire. What I am getting is like slightly annoyed is not the right word, but like Ascension mode is cheesing me off. I appreciate that they're challenges, but I'm like, man, I'm just salty. Like I'm tilted right now, and I'm man enough to admit it, but it's always a quest for something harder with these people, you know, game developers. It's never just like, hey, we built a game that's a lot of fun for idiots like Northernlion to play. It's always, oh, let's add a little extra difficulty into the deck. Dash, I think, is just a better card than Deadly Poison, and we want the upside. Like, we want the top end, you know? Well, it's literally, we don't need the block, but we don't have the ability to do anything with the extra energy that gives us damage, so we might as well play the absolute most damage. And that's becoming quite the common refrain here. It makes sense. We made it like 30% less likely that we would ever draw an attack. So against a guy like this, it's just not a great situation to be in. But what it means is that when we add 2 attacks back that are just better than strikes, we're going to be very happy. We're almost there. Like we could add a second one right here, maybe. These are like actually kind of all bad. This is great if we have poison, which we could have taken on the last one, but it's too early to enable. And then skewer. I see the value and I'm gonna try it. Yeah, we'll receive this, and honestly, I'm like, just take this, because we know that we'll heal for full when we reach the end. I'm gonna try. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All that for prayer wheel. Oh, Lord. Well, we do have a campfire quickly approaching, and no combat in advance of it, which is really nice. Yeah, you know what? Like, I think in this case, there's no shop coming up, so let's heal for 23. I'm gonna rest first, and then I'll upgrade at the next one if we have the opportunity to do so. But anyway, like what I like about Skewer is that if we need to kill an enemy and we draw Skewer, we can do so. Like, this guy could be killed. Or we could deal 14 damage with it. You know what? So what we should do is, like... Yeah. Gotta be a little bit more conscientious. Not conservative, but conscientious about the way that we play these cards. Knowing that, you know, Skewer's in there, always ready to do a little extra damage, but... For now, I feel like it's sort of working. I mean, that's 21 damage if we get our situations correct. It's top end, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Escape plan's always gonna help. It's always worth something. So I'm just being very wary about what I add right now. We'll smith a card, and I think, I mean, Skewer becoming better, sure. There is something to say about neutralize as well, but we only have like 3 attacks in this deck that are worth anything. Should have added... Well, we wouldn't have added a skill anyway. We'll take well-laid plans. Yeah, we gotta be careful about the way that we play these. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna fight an elite soon, huh? I just feel like, we might as well slow play these guys so we don't end up being vulnerable but not having enough block to deal with it. If we can be at full HP by the time we fight the elites, the better. It's not really how that expression works. So we can do this taking no damage. Oh, easily. To retain. Let's keep a good defend, because this guy hasn't upgraded his strength yet. He's fairly likely to do that next turn. And we don't have a lot of attacks, but, you know, still. We can kill him easily. Now this, it feels right, dude. It feels a little bit like easy mode. Oh, you got it. But it also feels right. Like, it feels so nice to be able to kill an enemy. Wow. It's like I forgot that the silent was like a little powerful. This is actually really nice. Please make me frail instead of weak, and then draw Skewer. The other thing I like about Skewer, which we still do not have, anyway, he's interrupted. The other thing I like about Skewer is that it keeps me warm at night. Number 1, holding down. Always makes me feel all right, yeah. All this whispering in my ear, telling me the things you want me to hear, and it's true. That's what I like about Skewer. Well. I'm gonna choose to take 6 damage. You're not splitting, right? You don't get interrupted? Let me think about this. It did cost us a potion, but to cost us a potion and save us 8 HP is pretty good, I think, at least. Like, they're kind of being jerks about it. And if you don't agree with me, you're a jerk too, as far as I'm concerned. That situation turned out okay. Finisher doesn't really work with this deck. Dagger Throw might. Calculated Gamble, again, sort of does, but I don't know. I almost feel like if we can make a deck that's just blocks and top-end attacks, it's pretty nice. Just, I'll tell you, like, straight up, I wouldn't have minded, you know, not having to fight all these enemies right now, but we can get out of it. It's just, like, a little annoying. I don't even know if Skewer's good. The reason, I don't know if it's good in this deck, I guess is what I mean, but for this encounter. But the reason I like it right now is because it's always like, it's 1 energy for 10 damage. Unfortunately, these guys all dodge that by like the slightest degree. And they will continue to, which is hilarious. Well, they're only dealing 16, which is not a lot. Does it annoy me? Yeah, like a lot. Hopefully, well, I mean, definitely we won't be weak next turn. We're only going to take 3 damage off of these guys, but we're not really getting too much closer to finishing the job. I want to, like, 2 strikes and a neutralize kills 2 enemies next turn, which would be pretty sweet. Oh, Glass Knife will crush anything. So, start with Escape Plan. Glass Knife, the big one. Dust this guy. Man, this is like the worst. Stop making me weak. I need 3 attacks to be able to kill a little freaking slime on the ground. It's too much. Oh, you're definitely eating it. I love it. I love it. We finally hit the threshold here. I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my mind or losing my mojo, baby. Austin Powers. You ever see that one? Yeah, me too. One of my favorite Canadian films. I think this has just told us that we do need a dagger spray. We need some kind of crowd control if we're going to take these guys out. Well, this is a good start, actually, because, like, Glass Knife followed by Dash is like you're at 11 HP. Which is actually trying to think of what can get you. And the answer is nothing in 1, but even just killing you in 2 turns is really good. It depends if the backline chooses to attack, which thankfully they didn't. It would be worse, but anyway. So we got good looks here. And get working on this guy. It's a really, really nice setup. I think we're going to make it through this elite encounter without taking any damage. Maybe I'm bad, but I feel like the silent game is just way better balanced. Balanced way betterly. That's not how that works. Outside of Ascension mode, don't shoot the messenger. Just my personal opinion. Which could be damaging, and I should have more respect for the decorum of it, but I played enough Silent Ascension mode runs where I'm like... And, you know, what's a very fair criticism that you could levy at me is, how can you say stuff like this when you, like, you've never won a Silent Ascension mode past, like, Ascension mode level 2? But the thing I always end up doing is I have to either skirt around elites, because the elites need damage to kill them, and maybe I haven't taken any good damage cards so far. Let's take Flying. Or, okay, hilarious. I have to always take damage. Like high damage cards, which I can't always guarantee that that's going to be like the right call. Well, I don't apply, I can't take it anyway. I think Terror is a good card. I'm gonna pull another strike out of this deck. I know it looks ridiculous, but I'm really trying to be a thin-decked daddy right now. Terror for free. It's pretty good. But Glass Knife being better forever is really good as well. I'm gonna start with a cheaper card just to make it faster to get out. Oh, it's Diamond Man. I love it. Play it first. Neutralize him. Glass Knife him. Dash him. Great start, man. So, I don't really want to not play our Strength Potion, but we've already hit him hard enough that I sort of don't feel like it's necessarily warranted. We can't preserve any energy, so let's defend. And then I think I will hit him. He's going to end up hitting us for 1 as a result. But we get the extra energy on the next turn. I don't really want to race him, even though we're going to heal up. We can race him more once we get a little closer to knowing how this run looks. And I actually think we're blocking for 19. Okay, we're going to do it like this. We're going to take no damage. I'm going to retain Skewer, and because he's vulnerable, it really feels like you should just drop Skewer on him on the next turn. And it'll hit him for 45, so he's going to transform if we pop him. Yeah, that's actually, like, really nice. So, yeah, this is so much more fun as the Silent, to win, because I'm a baby. So we'll save Skewer for the turn that he's done. Let's dash on him first. I mean, he's dead as heck, right? Smack him with Glass Knife. Hold Skewer. Skewer's not going to kill him, but we're going to get mighty close. So this is just like a strong and silent type. What a strange archetype for a deck. I don't know why I'm even defending. Like, oh no. In fact, if we had hit him a little harder, whoops, we probably, he would be dead already, but we didn't really choose to treat it that way, unfortunately. And that's okay, life goes on. Because we'll hit him with a Neutralize, and we'll hit him with this, and a Glass Knife? No Glass Knife. Go ahead, hit me for 12. You're dead next turn, Strike will take you. Strike will claim him. Strike will claim him, and he's done it. That is right, I did it, Ruka. Turn number 5, are you kidding me? Well, you gotta finish him with Glass Knife. This deck doesn't really have an identity yet, but I'm hoping that we're gonna crystallize it here. Right now, it just hits hard. None of these really fit. I'm gonna try Tools of the Trade, and then maybe we can get some kind of like power synergy. We'll go. Question card is pretty good. It's not like we have Singing Bowl. What are those? Sorry, that was immature. Let's go this way. I want to buy some good relics. The relics, oftentimes even more so than the deck, determine the kind of plays you want to have. Because we have well-laid plans, here's how I think you play this turn. You Flying Knee, and then you do as much damage as possible, which in this case is going to be related to a dash. Then you save Skewer. Skewer is 44 damage. So I might choose... 40 damage, sorry. So I might just choose to take the 10 kind of on the face here. But this is worth more by itself. And then we'll deal 30 damage. Now, tell you what. We are going to be made frail, but he's not blocking this turn. Just pass it on. Grab Skewer. Worst case, Ontario, we could probably pop a strength potion and be in a better spot, but I'm kind of hoping to draw, like, vulnerable. And we did. So here's what I'm thinking. Weaken him. Just to get rid of the artifact. Terrorize him. I am stupid, but I'm only going to take a little damage. Why not just run the math? Only gonna take a little damage as a result, but I don't feel too intelligent about the whole situation. No, just let me play it. I hate this guy. Get out of here. I don't like you. Okay. Be smart. How are we rolling this one? Are we gonna go for poison? Are we gonna go for damage? I think that, I mean, a draw discard, sure. It does enable some kind of discard meta. I don't think this is a, I mean, how many strikes do we even have? We only have 2 strikes. Yeah, I'm not losing 30% of my HP for 2 strikes. I like a lot about this. Be weak, my friend. Love that. Be extremely hit on the face. And you know what? If there's anything I've learned from playing Ascension mode, you don't lose by being too good at defense. Skewer's pretty good, but it's not gonna kill him. That's what I wanted, actually, was a defend plus. Could kill him next turn with this. This and, like, something else. Glass knife, maybe. You never lose by being too good at defense. That's all I'm trying to say. 6 damage to these enemies twice. Is there any way we can get to enough block? Absolutely. I know it still looks a little weird, but we're slowly working his armor down to the point where a skewer will just roast him in one hit. And we might be there, but I'm not fully convinced yet. 45, it'll get him. Lovely. Maybe that's the way we play it. Hold that skewer until the moment of the best possible moment. Throw a blur in there. I don't know, this is like throw in one good card from every archetype. Receive a relic, but 50% chance to become cursed. Yeah, sock it to me. We did become cursed, but whenever we discard a card, gain 3 blocks. So we do have almost like a discard meta. Gotta be terrorized. Whenever you discard a card, gain 3 blocks. So I think we should enable this early. And honestly, dude, just give me... He's vulnerable forever. Let's put up block that rolls over into the next turn while we've got Blur and Defend Plus. And then Snecko Eye, take me away. I've got some expensive cards. Tell you what, though. I'm never playing a 3 energy Defend. That's just ridiculous. So I'm already taking no damage. I do want to Glass Knife you. And then after that, I think I'll just hit you with a Well-Laid Plans. Play that for essentially no reason. A 1 energy survivor is a good price. You never know against Snecko. You just never know. Hoping for some cheap dashes. We're never going to play a 3 energy escape plan. Oh, dude, that's a free dash. I love it. I'm going to discard that because it's horrible. And then I'm like, man, maybe, you know, a 30 damage, which is actually 45 damage. That seems like a great play. And you know what? If we're not taking any damage this turn, let's keep flying these so that we know he's dead next turn. This just goes to show that with the deck we got right now, an actual Snecko Eye would probably be a pretty sweet pickup. Stop making me choose a card to discard. It's very, very markedly slowing me down, and as a result, I have no respect for it. I think we... Riddle with Holes, it's top end, but let's take some Underhanded Strike, and we'll try to enable the discard meta, mostly because it's, like, kind of interesting. Like, can we make... Sure, making that cost 0 is nice. Retaining 2 cards is also pretty cool, but... we can get there quickly. Heal a little. Who cares? I know you're looking at this, because whenever you discard, you get a nice little block power. Same here. It's pretty good. It only discards non-attacks. And then you look at this and you go, that's pretty good. Still got a very thin deck. Let's leave it at that for now. I don't think we need, like, Trip and Fall or whatever the heck that card is called. Nah. For this not to get exhausted is so nice, because it means that we're going to be able to use that many times to get multiple blocks. Dude, I like the scales, don't get me wrong. And then, I don't know, Prepared and Underhanded Strike both seem to me to kind of work. Cloak and Dagger, it's a great card agnostic of the archetype, but we're going to roll it a little bit. So whenever you get gold, you heal for 5 or something, right? I think that's really good. We've gotten a really good opportunity on this floor to upgrade as well. You know what? You know what is particularly funny is that now... Great Glass Knife. The more that I play this mode, the more I'm like, maybe it's a little too easy. Just goes to show, you know, you never know what you want until you get it. Tell you what. I am going to, well, no. I'm going to Energize, and then I'm going to discard everything, which should give us enough block to not take any damage. Play Well-Laid Plans for certain, and then I'm going to Dagger Spray, and I'm going to Blur because we're already taking no damage. It's a very good start. Wouldn't mind adding more blurs. We love fighting this guy right now, too. We'd love Terror. We did not get Terror. You're hitting me for 18, and I got, like, no recourse. So this is probably... Well, we gotta... That was fine. Not smart, but fine. We're gonna take no damage. We'll end turn. We played Tools of the Trade, so let's keep an underhanded strike, which is just 7 free damage now. Hey, cat, get out of here! Always with the biological processes, like, you know, moving around and whatnot. Probably... Oh, no, don't be an idiot. Yeah, there you go. Hit him with the Terror. Neutralize him. 15. Start with the draw. I think we can... Dump the strike. We're so far ahead of him. Seems like the right call. Yeah, we take no damage. He's vulnerable. He's dead next turn anyway, probably. Who's a fluffy boy who sleeps in a box about 100% of the time? When I don't want him to, and when I want him to, he doesn't sleep in the box because he doesn't think that he should sleep in the box despite being a cat. He thinks he's human and enjoys the privilege of a dignified bed. Don't yawn in my face, you tuna breath monster. Sure. We need Tingsha, if we can get it. Calipers. Lose 15 block instead of all your block. There's something there. I was just going to say, you know, we love another blur. Nothing wrong with that. We can stack up something nice with that. Sure. Heel Hook, Neutralize. Cloak and Dagger, Corpse Explosion. Dramatic Entrance, Heel Hook. I will take... No, I only have Neutralize. We don't need a Heel Hook. Decay, Heel Hook. Corpse Explosion. I don't want it. I don't want it. Sorry. I don't want any of those cards. We played it smart. It might seem like we played it stupid. We played it intelligently. Because I said so. So we can get a lot of block just from discarding. But then you got to look at this and you're like, okay, how much damage is this in reality? 36. It's really good. So I think we got to neutralize you. Because you've already got the most. Then I'm going to go on you. I'd like you to just be dead. And then let's discard play a defend plus and discard everything? No, because we can get like a dash or something that would really work well for us. Well, we're taking no damage. We are going to get debuffed. But we managed to kill one, which is a great start. My feline friend, why do you use your tail to hit the chopsticks? I'm gonna strum your belly like it's a guitar. Okay. Well-laid plans. Escape plan is always more or less free. Honestly, you're not weak. So I'm gonna choose to, or sorry, you're not vulnerable, so I'm just gonna choose to let you injure yourselves using the caltrops and the whatnots. This for free is really nice. And this is where it's starting to fall apart, because we are going to take 1 damage here. Tools of the Trade is going to enable us to start self-selecting the cards, but it's been slow for the time being. I think it's just clumped. You know, we didn't have great draw on that. Well, let's run some math here, okay? It's 8 plus another 6. Well, we're going to make somebody vulnerable, so 8 plus another 6 is 26 damage. I can definitely kill you if I do it like this. And that's about as far as I'm going to... Oh, maybe I can't, actually? Yeah, because this costs energy. Who would have thought? I'm still going to do it like this. We'll take 1 damage. You're dead next turn. This is 7 free damage, which is wonderful. And it doesn't get... Oh, it does get affected by us being weak. You're still dead, thanks to bronze scales. And we've still taken almost no damage in the process. It's a wrong enemy. Wow, this is actually, like, kind of a bummer. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like... I really don't want to skewer you. So we might as well, like... Yeah, that's the right way to play it. We might as well roll over as much block as possible for our next turn. Please don't weaken me again. I don't want to be weak anymore. Alright, 7 damage. Just kidding. Gross. Oh, now we're talking. The cat just sneezed in my armpit. I think we continue to go for discardable cards. We don't have a combo-driven deck, but it kind of works for the time being. I want innate. We'll take well-laid plans for now. Well-laid plans plus, I should say, because we can't really... We don't get many situations in which we can discard more than one card in a turn. That's not true. We sort of do. Now that I think about it. Let's start with a dagger throw. We'll hit you. Remove this. Then what do we want to do? Well-laid plans, obviously. Glass Knife never gets better than this. I think we'll blur and roll over 8 block, and then we'll just keep 15 block that's easy to play. What are we doing with these strength potions? I guess we're waiting to see if we come up against an enemy that's actually hard. Gotta play Tools of the Trade. This guy, I mean, be realistic. You gotta terrorize him. We'll neutralize him as well. Then... Well, to be honest, how much do you deal? 9 damage? Yeah, okay, let's do it like this. This way we get the energy for the next turn. We're gonna take a little heat, but it's not a big deal. This guy's vulnerable forever. Little damage on the field. I would like to, I'd like to remove Underhanded Strike, please. Wow. Dagger Spray is pretty good at dealing with enemies like these. And then that lethals you. And I can decide... I think I would decide to take less damage. We'll retain these two. Get out of here, cat. You were cool, and you were cute, and then you started biting my hand. And that's a no-no. Nobody bites my hand. Not in this business. I've been doing this a long time. Well, I think we want a calculated gamble, because it'll get rid of discard, reflex, which will draw a bunch of extra cards for us to begin with. Yeah, like it worked. I'm gonna dagger throw and then hope that Underhanded Strike hits you. Free money. Be weakened, my friend. Now this turn, we're gonna use Blur. The reason we're using Blur is because Skewer is much better against the bigger enemy, and it's much better when we have more energy. We are gonna get debuffed to All Christ, but oh no, hidden for 20. Get out of here. No. Yeah, get out. Yeah, get out of here. Remember, we only lose 15 block at the start of our turn, so I'm kind of looking at this like... Why don't we just maximize our energy and, like, retain some block? We'll purge our debuffs eventually, and then this guy's gonna hit me for nothing. Yeah, he's still coming, huh? Alright, well, let's do a little reflex in here. It's a long time to wait for our debuffs to be purged. I'll give you that. This turn we might want to hit him hard. 8, which is actually 12 times 4, 48 damage. He's going to deal 20 to us right off the top. Well, alright. Blur doesn't really serve purpose here. Start with Survivor instead. It is strictly better. Oh, I didn't really misclick, I'm just dumb. We're only gonna take 2 damage, and we did some damage, but I was like, we should play Blur. It's just a strictly better block. It would roll over 1 at least, but it's not good. Might be able to kill him this turn. Like Writhe, I don't care. The other Writhe might as well. The other cards like Underhanded Strike might as well be a Writhe. We don't get any value out of just holding it. We have to do something with it. So, we're only 1 turn away from not being weak anymore. So I kind of look at this and I go like, well, you know what? Keep Skewer, and then you're dead next turn, even if we're not energized. Now that you got block, we might not kill you next turn, but you're gonna be close. You're dead. You're like exactly dead. Beautiful. Alright, this deck is totally working right now. You have to actually love a second Tools of the Trade. I mean, we were talking about it was a good Snecko-Eye deck. We could also get extra strength out of Duvu Doll. I don't think Duvu Doll. I don't think you can play Duvu Doll without Blue Candle. The one that allows you to play curses from your deck. Because you get the benefit out of them, and then as soon as you don't want them anymore, you just cut them out. So Snecko-Eye is always going to be a little dangerous here. When it works, we're going to love it, though. So, I mean, first off, like, play Survivor, and then dump Reflex to draw 2. You get Escape Plan for free. And the rest of these are kind of awful. We're already taking no damage, so I'm going to Terrorize you. And then I'm going to hit you up with this, like, upgraded Glass Knife. So we have not built our deck with Snecko-Eye in mind. That doesn't mean it isn't going to work for us. It could still work for us. You're not going to die from that, and that makes me very upset. You are going to die from that. So that's a very good use of a single potion as far as I'm concerned. That saved us a lot of heartache. We don't really want any more cheap cards. In fact, I'm starting to think that maybe we shouldn't have done Snecko-Eye to begin with, but it kind of rolls the dice, which is interesting. But it's like an extreme bummer. It's pretty good. When you find yourself in a situation where you like just can't make anything happen with it, but a calculated gamble is actually really nice because if we draw 0 energy cards, which we didn't, but if we were to draw 0 energy cards, that would be awesome. So if we can play calculated gamble for 0, we're always gonna love it. But I don't know, man. I'm confused. Tools of the Trade, instantly good. Defend, of course. Man, you guys are hitting pretty hard, huh? We'd like to blur so that our block is being rolled over. And then after that, let's try Escape Plan. I don't know, man. You're only hitting me for 31, so 6 block is going to roll over. Not particularly enthused, though. We're not going to play a 3 energy blur. Skewer is like all reliable. I mean, you're so annoying. It's like, you have to go. And then after that, we might as well just hit you for 22, I guess. But yeah, I'm starting to think that this might not have been the ideal Snecko-Eye situation. Or whatever could have given you that idea. Calculated gamble is really nice. The reason I say that, there's a lot of things we could have done there. Calculated gamble amongst them. But calculated gamble is so nice because we have 7 cards in hand. We have 7 cards in hand and we play calculated gamble. We get 18 block plus all the cards that could be 0 energy. So there's a lot of there's a lot of situations which would be very happy to see some calculated gamble. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? There's nothing different than that. For 2 damage. So we don't even need to block anymore if we don't want to. So we should definitely Flying Me for energized purposes. Then we'll blur and it'll roll some over. This guy's got to go next turn. You know, the great thing about not being in Ascension mode is I'm like, even though we made some mistakes on this run, there's still a chance to win. Amazing. Never playing a 3 energy neutralize. 44. Won't kill you. Well, in that case, we already have 17 block, though. What are you hitting for, 22? Don't make me laugh. We'll do it like this. We are going to take 4 damage, now that I think about it. Don't really want to retain these, but I figure maybe we can play our cards right and we'll be happy about it. But a 1 energy strike is fine. I guess that kind of gives us a little bit of a safe situation. A lot of options there. This wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good. Eviscerate's weird, because, like, sure it costs 4, but it's almost never gonna actually cost 4. Or is it? I don't know. Like, maybe it can't get any worse, because we'll still get, if we discard 6 cards, we'll still get, that'll cost 0. I don't know what I'm talking about. Remove all curses? Yeah, do it, dude. I don't care about my strength. Not at all. Not in the least. Well, do like a defend for 0. And then it's like, you're almost like shoehorned into playing Blur. Yeah, okay, let's roll over 15 block, I guess. Oh, Snecko Eye, you cruel mistress. I should never have taken you. I was better off not taking you here. For once. Cut me a little of that. So, okay, so Eviscerate for free. Beautiful. Get out of here. Calculated Gamble. Give me the block, please. Little dagger throw into getting rid of this bad boy. You're terrorized now. Play a little well-laid plans and strike you. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, we're actually in a pretty comfortable spot. We need to just make the whole deck calculated gambles, and as long as we get one of them to cost 0 every time we draw, we're a happy camper. Get out of here. Tools of the trade. I don't think I can kill you. So I really like a 1 energy glass knife, and it will play the 0 energy defend. We'll dump calculated gamble and hope for the best. We didn't get there, but we almost did. And that's the only thing that counts. We're gonna lose 1 HP. Not bad. Well, if our hand is full, let's dump an underhanded strike. Can I choose more? Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna dump this, and our hand's probably still gonna be full. I don't know. Eviscerate's free, so just die, I guess. And then, sure, okay. Beautiful. I mean, when it works, it works. Choke's kind of a weird one, right? I'm gonna try it. We can play Choke and then play a bunch of 0-cost cards. So I think a lot of things about this. I really do. I really, really do. But I think the first thing I think about this is that Apotheosis is almost never going to be... Well, that's not totally true. It's rarely going to be more energistically expensive. So I'm not going to make anything cheaper. That's just fool's gamble. We're just going to make cards better. Like, making Blur better seems so bad. Okay, I mean, tell you what will make Neutralize better, apply more weakness. That's something. That's probably the most valuable skill we have right now. And we're fighting elites for reasons that I can't even fathom at this point in my life. But let's do it. I don't know, I've committed to memery. Let's go all the way on the memes, dude. You want to get nuts? I can get nuts. I'd rather not be hit for 13, but this kind of, I know you're blinking at me. We're kind of in a weird spot. The thing is, a dagger throw seems kind of bad, but it also gives us, like, it's like a strike and a block. And then you could draw something worthwhile. So rest assured, like, I'm not too pleased about turn 1 here, but it wasn't as bad as it looked, I think. I think dagger throw for 2 is almost playable as long as you've got other upside. So on this, what do we want to discard? You have to get rid of... You know what? I think you get rid of reflex to try to enable choke to be better. And it sort of worked. So we'll start with choke. And then we'll follow that up with... I mean, a terror almost has to be played. But defend is free. And then eviscerate's free. And then defend is free. Glass knife is like nice, but I don't know, is it as nice as making you vulnerable for longer and then like a survivor into an underhanded strike, which seems pretty nice. Didn't play the second tools of the trade, and I'm telling you right now, we can get value out of 2 tools of the trade. Absolutely. Alright, well, we'll discard this. And we'll definitely play Apotheosis. Everything else is kind of horrible. We'll start with Escape Plan, because it gives us potential upside. Then we get Blur, we get Defend. We can't play anything else. So, that was kind of a dead turn, except we do roll 30 floor block over to our next turn. That's right, 30 floors of block. Now, 1 energy tools of the trade is kind of interesting. Choke doesn't work here. I think you strike for 0 energy, and then you calculated gamble. Then you escape plan. And we're running out of ideas here. Then we do whatever does the most damage. 7 damage X times or 4 damage twice. That's a tough one. This guy's gonna start to hit like a friggin' truck. That's no good. We have 45 block for now. So 3 energy strike is never gonna get played. Everything else is exquisite. Like, yes. And we'll do this, and we'll discard the defend we're never gonna play, and that's gonna make eviscerate free. Then we have a choice. No, we don't. We have the easiest play of all time. We hit you hard. We blur so that we actually roll over 48 block, and then we smack you pretty good. So remember, we have calipers, so we only lose 15 block rolling over turn to turn. So even right now, we're relatively okay. Let's get rid of reflex. Draw 2. And probably dump, like, again, 3 energy strike is just no good. Neutralize him, 26. I do think we like a 1 energy blur, because then we're rolling over everything minus 26 instead of just, you know, minus the 15. And we don't roll energy over turn to turn, so we might as well throw in a second blur, which lasts for 1 more turn, I think. And I'm gonna not keep anything. I'm gonna get in the habit of just not keeping cards if we don't need them. Because if we don't need them, it's probably because they're too expensive, and we'd rather get a chance to re-roll them. So even still, we're doing pretty well here. We're gonna dump this, and we got a lot of love for this hand right now, because we're gonna play Escape Plan. Beautiful. We're gonna hit you with a 0 energy dash. We're gonna hit you with a 0 energy dagger spray. We're gonna hit you with a 0 energy strike. And then we look at this and we go, okay, what do we do now? I honestly think calculated gamble is still pretty good, even at 2 energy. Then we get a dagger throw, which does a lot of damage. We dump an underhanded strike, hit him with the flying knee. We're taking no damage. We'll keep a 2 energy choke. That's his normal price. And this guy's probably dead next turn. And this will mark like a landmark milestone for us. We very rarely are able to kill Giant Head this many turns after he gets to this point. So keep Eviscerate. It's deceptive. Get rid of the defend. Because dagger throw for free, dumping an escape plan that's garbage, will make Eviscerate free, and then you're dead. Yeah, usually once he gets to that point, there's no chance. Merchant's card removal always costs 50 gold. Wow, what a terrible card. We have 28 gold. I don't even want to see what you have, because it's just gonna make me upset. Mummified Hand. Mummified Hand is awesome. And it allows us to take... Now I'm just looking at myself like, what are you doing? You took accuracy. You know what? I'm gonna try it. No, you can't. You can upgrade a card. We never have any shivs, is the thing. So I'm like, why take accuracy? Well, if it costs 0, it'll make something else cost 0. But I don't think that's a good reason. I think you add more calculated gambles. I really 100% think you do, even though there's 0 cost cards. You add them and then make them inexhaustible. And maybe, just maybe, you get something here. By the way, Anchor, you starting each combat with block is just amazing. So please make Apotheosis cheap. What'd you hit? I don't know, dude. It must have been the defend. Which we have no reason to play, but it doesn't really matter. I think we'll glass knife you. You're almost dead. Eviscerate will kill you. Eviscerate will kill a lot of enemies. Yeah, we might as well just get all of you low, especially if you're blocking. Kind of like this. Why are you, oh, you're expensive now. I understand. I understand. I think dump them all. Get them all out of here. We don't have tools of the trade active. All right, now we have tools of the trade active. I think for one, you got to play it. So make defend free. Make calculated gamble free. You're a coward if you don't. It didn't. I told you. The cowardice knows no bounds. We're gonna get hit, and we're gonna get hit bad. Even a 3 energy calculated gamble will work. This is it's the curse and the benefit of Snecko Eye, my dude. We got a rest coming up at some point. It's the curse and is the benefit of a Snecko's Eye. So, hole up. Be killed. No. We still might want that, as strange as it sounds. I'd like to take no damage, so let's start here. We do want to dump it now. Because, like, we're not really in a... Ooh, I wish that I could have done this slightly differently. Getcha? Getcha? Sure. I don't know what this deck is doing. I honestly, like... You know, I've talked recently, I think Snecko Eye is, like, actually kind of too good. I really still agree with that, because we've taken a deck that has a weak synergy for Snecko Eye, and it totally friggin' works. It might not get us all the way there, but more or less, it's pretty much done the job. We might still die just before the end, but we deserve to die, like, a long time ago. Dude, Infinite Blades actually works with accuracy, and powers make a card free. So as long as the power itself is not that expensive, we're pretty pleased with this. It's kind of a horrible start. But I think I would like to... Might as well choke. Terror. Play a defend for free, which will do some damage. I mean, calculated gamble and hope to draw a bunch of 0 energy cards. Didn't quite get there. Maybe we'll get there, so we'll start there. Throw an underhanded strikeout, then we get a little glass knife action going on. We'll throw a defend in there as well. It's 112 damage to you right off the top. Basically just due to top decking, so that's pretty good. Okay, well, start with Dagger Spray. We already have 26 block. Let's play Well Laid Plans, which makes something free. It made Blur free, that's fine. Kind of like, I mean, Eviscerate, it's not that bad here. We'll keep an Escape Plan. Oh, we had 2. We could have, yeah, we could have kept the discardable card as well. Alright, he's doing nothing from my perspective. Tools of the Trade. Hits Escape Plan. I'm gonna hit him with another Tools of the Trade. Made a Defend free, not particularly good. I think rather than neutralize, I'll roll over 32 block instead of whatever we had before. And I think in this case we could keep some defends. They're market price, but I'd rather roll them over, and you know, we get a lot of card draw, so maybe we'll get something a little bit more useful. This turn, he's not hitting us yet. I love it. So we'll get rid of a defend, and oh, we gotta get rid of a 3 energy neutralize. Well, Infinite Blades, which has made Apotheosis free, and we're off to the races. Play Apotheosis. Play Escape Plan, which gives you a free dash. Play Blur. Now you're rolling over a ton of block. Calculated Gamble comes out, even more block. Yeah, you might as well just choke. Pass turn. Nah, we don't need it. We cannot be stopped now. Not on this guy, at least. The final boss, anything could happen, but this guy's doing nothing. Now we get shivs every turn. Oh my god, it's all coming apart at the seams for this guy. Look at this. Okay, so accuracy has made another card free. I don't know what it was, but we'll play anything that's free to begin with. Be eviscerated, my friend, and then a little dagger throw. Sure, don't mind if I do. Probably just hit you with the free skewer there. When we get a good turn, it's a good turn. Do we need decks? I don't think so. I don't know if we need a second choke. I don't know if we... I just, at this point, I don't really want to mess with anything, you know? Alright, so we've made it all the way. It's Dona Deca. It's a great start, actually. We definitely want to take the Strength Potion. Now, accuracy is free. It made Glass Knife free. Escape Plan is already free. Wonderful. Let's play our... it doesn't matter. Let's play Infinite Blades. It has made, I think, Defend free. Play Tools of the Trade. It has made Blur free. Okay, so who are we going on first? Great question. Let's hit... We always go this guy recently. Let's go this guy now. It's actually like a pretty okay start. We're gonna roll over 16 block. We did a little damage to him as well. And we did 42 to the Dono with a lot of powers enabled right off the bat. So give me a second here. I think we're gonna dump Reflex to draw 2. Oh, wonderful. I would love to play Choke, but I think we got better cards. You're attacking. I'm gonna purge your debuff. I'm just gonna slow you down. Dude, maybe I'm okay with Choke here. Let's throw Choke in, which means we should have played Neutralize, obviously, but... Oh, why did Choke not hit you? Alright, well, you know, that's what we in the business call fair. You didn't have an... Oh, did I accidentally play it on you? Because you're missing your artifact ability. Yeah, no, it wasn't an accident. In fact, now that I think back to the old brain, I'm pretty sure that's what I intended to do, which is real dumb. What are you thinking, buddy? Anyway, get hit, get eviscerated. Probably pop this block potion, which we've been saving for approximately 100 years. And I really think, as weird as it sounds, because Apotheosis for 2 is going to make Tools of the Trade cost 1, which is going to make something free. And then we'll get all the future benefits of Apotheosis. Actually, it made Tools of the Trade cost 0, which then made Strike cost 0, which was not what I was looking for. But we'll then throw in it... Well, we might as well Strike for 0. Then we'll throw in a Calculated Gamble. And it did okay. I swung for the fences on that one. We're going to take 11 damage, I think. Let's get rid of Underhanded Strike. Pretty nice. Dash for free. Eviscerate for free. Shivya for free. Shivya very much. Throw in a Calculated Gamble here. Get some extra block. It's a fun deck, actually. Once it's all, like, come back, it's fun. I don't even know, like, sure, I'll neutralize you. And then I'll Calculated Gamble, but well, it actually worked, and life is amazing. So, let's consider that very positive for us. Now we've only got one enemy. We're gonna win here. This is a fun deck that is really, like, weak. If I'm being honest with you, I think this deck kinda sucks. Now, you know what? Do that. But it's getting the job done. What do you mean it kind of sucks? Well, it's pretty simple. Like, we didn't commit to an archetype. It's not a full expensive card Snecko I run. It's not a thin-decked, like, top-end damage run. It's not a poison run. It's not discard. It's not combo. It just sort of is like, draw good cards, and then you'll figure it out. Maybe I'm not astute enough to know what makes this deck tick, but I don't know if there's anything that makes this deck tick. That was like, I can't believe we got something out of it. We don't want those. Get out of here. Alright, we're going to get hit again. Normally, I like to maintain a little, like, the semblance of tension, but we're not going to lose this. It's unfathomable at this point. Might as well just dump these. It's, like, extremely unfathomable. We'll finish it off with a Shiv. That ended up being a fun one. Thanks for watching. We're going to see how much... We skipped a lot of combat. 588 damage. It's not that bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.